Welcome everybody to Let's Play Master X, the genesis of Mr. X for the Commodore Amiga, the ECS OCS Amigas to be precise. And this is already a nice little intro where it's a fighting game, and here you get to see all the fighters we get to go against. Interesting stuff. This game was released in 1997. It was originally slated for release in 1995, but was put on ice, I think, because the publisher left the Amiga market. It's based on sorta real events. I don't know, not really, but it says so at the end of this intro. I guess it's based on the real karate master, Neil X, from the UK, who with a couple of students went through the United States in the 80s, I think. Yeah, and just fought a couple of people. It was shown on television and stuff. It was for charity. Based on a true life adventure. There, it says so. So it's gotta be true. And it's dedicated to the memory of Kay Baxter, whoever that is. So let's go. Jump right in. It's a funky soundtrack, by the way. I really like it. First I gotta adjust some settings. Timer off, we don't need that. Sound effects, yes, but I'm gonna cut the music in so you don't have to have the dull monotone of the sound effects as the only accommodation here. And background animation, why you would turn that off, I don't know. Okay, let's go. And start. We'll obviously... Oh, right. Endurance USA. You can also do training and high impact tournament, 2-player high impact tournament. It's interesting, you know. But I'm just gonna be doing the single player. And I'm obviously gonna be playing as Master X himself. Master X. 3rd degree black sash, 7th level. That means nothing. Admit it, it means nothing. It's a sham. And he's a trapping specialist. Wait, fishhook? That shit's not allowed, is it? Fuck, they don't even allow that in Ultimate Fighting. Damn, son. Spiritual Warrior Award, okay. Freestyle Weapons Champion, that sounds pretty interesting. And he's an Aquarius, because that's important when it comes to fighting, I'm sure. Okay, I have to admit, that's impressive. Trainer to over 500 champions. Doesn't say what they're champions of, but I'm assuming it's karate. Okay, next location, the White House, Washington, D.C. Let's go. No, jeez. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Here we go, round number 1. Oh, shit. Okay, first blood, dude. You got it. But you know what I got? I got an unbeatable special move. Also, I can kick. Oh, you can kick too. You can kick well, as it seems. Why are you jumping? I can jump too. Look, woo! This, you see this one move that I keep making? Yeah. Oh, that's the most effective move here. It's not as bad as, say... I'll be using it a lot, but it's not as bad as, say, Rise of the Robots, where you could pretty much win. Did I win? Yeah. Why did you get back up? It was supposed to be staying on the ground there. Strange. Of course, yeah, what was I saying? It's not as bad as Rise of the Robots, but technically speaking, you can beat any enemy in this game with just doing this one move. But as you see, he's already hit me twice, even though I'm 3 times, even though I keep using this one move. So it's not as cheap as, say, Rise of the Robots, because you can still lose if you don't do it right. Fuck you, buddy. Now I have to cheat, because if he hits me right with that stun gun, he can knock me out in 2 hits. Not a joke. So now I gotta be a cheap motherfucker here. Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, control-wise, the game's pretty damn easy. You just press the button, keep it pressed, and then any direction will execute a move. You got your average moves, as you could tell. You don't have a flying kick. I'm actually kind of disappointed, but I guess this goes with what this game stands for, which is a more realistic approach to the whole fighting game stuff, because he's a real karate champ and all that. He's taught people around the world how to fight, you know. Gotta be a little bit more realistic here. Would you stop that? So you see, I can actually mix it up here. And sometimes it works, but most of the time you're better off just using this move. Indeed, keep saying yeah, it's not getting old. One thing you might have noticed, this game looks pretty damn good. It has some nice floor scaling, it has background animations, the animations of the fighters is good, the graphics are just good overall, I think. I don't have any complaints with this when it comes to this game and the graphics. The music's also quite good, not that I can hear it right now, but you can. Sound effects are a bit repetitive, but what do you expect? It's a fighting game. There's one little quirk with the controls that I'm not a fan of. It's that when the enemy jumps over you, it takes, and you execute a move, it takes like a second for the controls to reorient themselves, so you kind of execute the wrong move, if you know what I mean, if you press left and right for like an entire second. I don't know why. Oh, this one's a bitch. Damn it. I hate this one. I have to cheat for this one because she has a fucking... Do you see that? That chain with that like giant shuriken at the end of it? If she hits you with that, you're done. Oh god. She almost had me there because I wanted to mix it up. No, fuck you. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? She decimated me here. Half my health gone. My god, almost my entire health gone. With 2 hits of that thing. She won. You cheap bitch. She's a demon too. You can tell. Well, okay, I'll let you win this one fight. Now I'm gonna cheat, and I don't care. Actually, it's not cheating, like I said. The the main focus of this game is to be more realistic. That's why no one here really has a special move, so to speak. You know, nothing unrealistic, no fireballs and shit. And the main fighters, Master Axe and his disciples, students, they all just have karate moves. That's what it is. So I don't feel cheap for using it. This bitch is the one who should feel cheap. I mean, whoa, whatever. Oh, no, you don't. I'm not falling for that shit 3 times in a row. Was it 2 times? Fuck that shit. I don't care. I can't even count anymore. Because I gotta be careful. She will rape me in a corner if I'm not careful. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, like I said, this isn't the cheapest Rise of the Robots for 2 reasons, basically. One is, you really can't just push the button down and hope for the best. Like in Rise of the Robots, that's all it took. Here you have to carefully time it. You saw it the first time where she raped me, basically. And, well, now I was really concentrating, and it worked out alright. This guy's a bit of a joke. Look, this is what I was saying before, where your controls don't adjust. I was pressing in the right direction to do a kick, but it didn't do the kick. It did the other thing. Strangely. Come on, Mr. America. This is such a cliche, I don't know. Did he really fight a dude in like an America shirt and a fucking hockey mask in front of Mount Rushmore? I really would have liked to have seen that street fight. I also kind of wonder what television stations carried those events. Like, if that shit was still around, I'd still watch TV. Wow. You have nunchucks. Okay, you're dead. Savage. So savage he couldn't even put a dent into my health. I swear to you, the only real challenge in this game is that That Chinese woman. Oh, the Baron. I don't like him. He's actually also... He is the only guy in this game who has some sort of a magical special move. Or two, basically. Because he does this one thing with his breath, you saw. Also, he's the one who gets up the fastest, so he's actually pretty easy with this one move. You really don't have to pause much to get him with that move. But for the others, you have to pause to time it perfectly to when they get up. And that can't be done every time. But with him, it's actually not that hard. But even then, you saw how much health he took from me. With like 2 hits. Oh, I messed up. That was my fault. Asshole. Stop doing that. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this game, as you might be able to tell, it's a bit easy. Yeah, in single player mode. There's not really a difficulty switch as far as I can tell. So, not exactly a challenge. Okay, this guy is a bit of a bitch. I'm gonna have to... I can't really mix it up with him, because there's a glitch in the game, or at least in the game version I have, where when he hits you, the game freezes for like 5 seconds. Like this. That's right, it freezes. He still hits you, it still keeps going, but after a while. It's kind of weird. So I'll just keep fucking hitting him like this, so he can't glitch up my game here. Fucking bastard. Tozar? Tozar? What kind of a name is that? Also, what kind of a... That's a really cool bar. I have to say. I like this bar. Like, all brick. Like torches on the wall? What is this, like a medieval bar? Pretty awesome. It's too bad that I can't fight you fairly, buddy, but... yeah. So another reason why I kind of forgive this game for having this move in it, which is pretty easy to complete the entire game with, is that, like I said, the game was ready to be published in 1995, but it wasn't exactly finished. It was like 95% finished or so. And I guess when it got picked up in 1997, they just pretty much fixed it up where they could and just rushed it out. So it wasn't exactly perfect. So I can't blame the guys who made this game. They didn't finish it 100%, and just someone else just put the finishing touches on it. It's really... It came out really well for what it is. Certainly not the best fighting game on the Amiga, but far from the worst. And 2-player mode is actually kind of fun. 2-player mode is what it's all about with these games anyway, but this is always good to showcase all the fighters and pretty much all the great locations you have. Come on, buddy. Get me. Oh, you actually got me. You got me twice! I had to lay out. I'm sorry, buddy. What's the dude in the background doing? Is he jerking off? Actually, I don't know why I said that. It doesn't look anything like jerking off. But somehow, jerking off is always on my mind. Don't know what that is. It's a condition. It's chronic. Not the chronic, though. Just to make sure you understand. Just a chronic condition, you see. Ugh! Yeah, so that what you just saw is pretty much the flying kick. It's not really a flying kick, it's a realistic version of a flying kick, I guess. Which is why it's a bit lame. But, yeah. It's cool enough, I like it. And the Oriental Theater, Los Angeles, California. Alright. Now, we're at Man's Chinese Theater in LA, and we're fighting a guy called Inomada. He's a fucking asshole, because he hits you 3 times and you're done. Actually, 2 times would be enough, I think. So I gotta concentrate here. And he's really a bitch to beat usually. Now you're done. Because usually I lose once against him. Like, I think in the past I might have actually lost twice, which is really frustrating because not like the game's hard or anything, but it doesn't have continue, so if you have to replay all those guys before him, that's where it gets frustrating. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. You gotta jump away from that guy if he comes at you like that. Because if he gets you, like I said, once is enough. And he just kinda has you then. In a kind of loop of pain. Oh, fuck you. No. Gotcha, bitch. Ha. I mean, yeah. I obviously knew I was gonna win. It's not like anyone here can beat me. And that's it. Final boss. Congratulations, you completed your quest and made it successfully from east to west. That fucking rhymed. Game's a poet and doesn't know it. I love it. That's Master X. Master X, not Master X. The genesis of Mr. X, which honestly was supposed to be, I think, some kind of PlayStation game that never came to be. So this was supposed to be the prequel on the Amiga. I don't even know how that was supposed to work. Like, yes, I have this game I've planned for the PlayStation, but I want a prequel to it, so let's put it on the Amiga. So the people who have it on the PlayStation won't know what's going on, because they don't have an Amiga, probably, most likely. It makes no sense, but whatever. Final thoughts time. There's not much to say about it. Master X is a really, really good game, actually. I really like it. It's a lot of fun to play, and even though it's easy sometimes, there are some challenging enemies. You know, especially DOA and that last guy. Whatever fuck, Inomata? Yeah, I think that was his name. But those guys can fuck you up. It doesn't matter if you use the right moves or not. You just have to be good with the reflexes. And I got pretty much lucky there. Last time I played it, I died on both DOA and on this guy. And it wasn't pretty. You know, I had to replay all the guys beforehand. And like I said, that's not exactly hard. It is kind of frustrating if you're at the last guy and you just lost. Well, whatever. And there's also the tournament modes in that, which is cool, like real tournament modes. Like you can have multiple players in that tournament. And I don't know what the academy part was. I'd have to look into that, but all in all, this is a really decent game that is unfairly overlooked, probably because it came out so late. It might actually be the last or second to last fighting game ever released for the Amiga, you know, commercially. That's probably why it was so forgotten by most people. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.